Another thing we got to talk about, boys, and I wish the man of the hour was here for this, is Tony Corleone, a boy, a Don. His image, to the crew, I don't know what they think of him, right? But if this guy doesn't pay 25 grand a day, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what people are going to think. He is a Don. He's a head honcho. He's got to be leading by example, right? Where do we even go from here? Like, I don't even know what to do. Last week, the guy did not pay his kick-off. I don't think he still paid it. Every day he's been late, we've agreed $1,000 a day.
$1,000 a day?
$1,000 a day extra that you are late.
That's the late fee. It's always been
late
like
fee.
that.
It's always been like that.
Yeah, but, it won't work for him, brothers.
Yeah, well,
he will never manage
let me
to
finish.
pay.
Let me finish. On top of that, he's got the 25 grand that he's got to pay this week that I don't even know if he's accumulated. How do we as Dons handle this? Because we should not let any of our people know this is even happening, which is why I brought up the thing earlier where Gigi probably shouldn't be tracking any of this on that computer where anybody can see. Because we have to have Tony's back in this, but it's also for our own image. We don't want to look like a bunch of hypocrites, even though that's exactly what we are right now,
Yeah, but I look at it like this, bro. We the Dons, okay? If these motherfuckers even laugh at Tony, they dead. I don't give a man.
I agree.
We could be a hypocrite. I don't give a like. They here to listen to us, man. This is not a like child school or whatever. Like this is a La Familia gang. Like I don't care. We could be a bad image. You don't like it, you get the out, bro. Like
I agree, but we should also
Yeah.
internally try to fix this as well, right? Like we should have Tony's back. Anybody tries to say something, they're in the ocean, 100%. But we also can't not keep ignoring this internally. I feel like.
Yeah, we gotta separate, like you said to DJ. We gotta separate the sheets first of all, and second of all, we have to take the root of the problem, and that is to when Tony is, whenever he's around, we gotta get him to we don't it's not about the money, but we gotta get him to
It's not
get him
necessarily.
action,
It's,
bro,
That
somehow.
chat's already happened. Like,
it's
Lang's
yeah. It's not.
Lang
It's not
already
about
gave
the
him a pep
money.
talk.
It's about the system and his power within the system. Right? He's Don Corleone. He's a Don. Top of the top.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of
He's just-
expectation that comes with that, right?
The guy is just very disconnected from all our daily operations. I feel like we got to get him involved somehow. I mean, yeah, it's not all about the money,
but it's not on us to get him involved. We preach, get yourself involved every day. We preach it.
Yeah, but telling him, hey, get involved is one thing, but and another thing is like, hey Tony, let's go do this.
We need to have a
But
conversation
okay,
again
so-
with
so-
Tony and tell him, listen, you need to get your shit together.
Has that helped before though? It hasn't. How many times have we told him that? How many times have we told Tony?
We've had one. To be fair, we've had one actual serious meeting with him, right? I think it was one time.
And it hasn't worked. I mean, nothing has changed.
I mean,
so we
I
gotta.
don't know. I mean, I disagree a little bit, to be honest. Like, we had to talk with him. I mean, I saw him, like, he's done, like, 2 medium pawn shop runs, dragged a bunch of people to go do it with him, and then he also was, like, organizing and running, like, a bunch of fucking big 20K money runs that day, and then he had to, leave the city. Like, I don't know. I feel like Tony was stepping up, and then, fuck, had to fly out of state, and that sucks. Awful timing. But I would I'd kind of have this conversation when he's back, like kind of personally, just see, because to me, I saw him like a fire got lit under his ass. Like he was all of a sudden like actually doing, like he likes the pawn shop shit, likes doing the motel shit. He was doing it this week. It was earlier this week,
I agree with you on that. Like we shouldn't have this conversation unless Tony's around, but there is something that we got to do, and Tony might not be here for, and it's kick-ups. What happens when he does not meet that? That's something we have to talk about.
I don't know how you handle that. I mean, he's racking up late fees after late fees. Like he's in the absolute hole.
We have to ask ourselves, what we have to ask ourselves, what do we do? How much are we willing, to be, unnecessary, essentially hypocritical? How much are we willing to let this slide? Like we have to ask ourselves all these questions. Like this is the first time, which is interesting though, we're obviously in a situation like this where it's a Don.
I mean, we could do some real, we could do some shit that like saves the kind of face. We could, but I mean, fuck, that's so humiliating. I was thinking like we demote him publicly, but then like it doesn't look good.
But the motion's definitely bad. I mean, that's not gonna look good on us all.
But at the same time, like Lang is right. Like this guy is in like debt and is stacking up to where like he's losing $1,000 a day and stacking upon stacking upon stacking, and then we're trying to preach something that like one of the leaders isn't even following. So
Yeah, it's a pendulum that's
Why
swinging
don't we
back and
throw
forth
the
all around.
bone? Why don't we throw the actual bone? What I mean is, it might sound crazy, okay, but he's a Don, right? We are a Don. You know, we matter more than others, all others. So in my mind, why don't we throw him the ultimate bone? We throw him the bone of that. We give him the last life support of what we as Dons want to do towards him. Others won't know. We clear his fucking debt, and that's it. It will never happen again. And next time he gets in debt again to the Dons, he's get demoted. Like he had his lifeboat, get it? We throw him the one lifeboat he deserved. And what I would also expect to me or you guys, if situation gets critical like now. This is the first time we're facing this, and I know it's a lot of money, but I also feel like it is a Don. Maybe sometimes shit just don't go right. And we are willing, like we come to him and we tell him, as brothers, we will fucking wipe you 0. You get a fresh start, brother, but you gotta show up. If not, you will get demoted. And that's on you. And he will know. Because he won't come back, like he won't be like, but I gotta get that 1,000 a day, interest, blah, blah, blah. He's slate 0. Nobody else have got this, but he will get this. And that's on him. After that, we've done everything we can. Like after, we can't do more than that. You know what I'm saying? You guys said it. You already had a talk. You already been stepping up a little bit. Why don't we just fucking clear him? If we all vote on it, us 4, we clear him, bro. I don't care how much he owes.
So here's where I'm at. Here's where I'm at on this boat, right? So here's where I'm at. I'm half into, I get it, brotherhood, having his back, clearing the shit up, whatever. I get where you're coming from with that, and you know we make it very clear. You know, consequence, you get the motor, whatever. I'm also half on the side though. We've already cleared the debt once. We've had this conversation with Tony, and for me, what I'm trying to build here, right? This is my perspective. This is almost like a fucking religion. If I don't believe what I'm preaching to the rest, if I preach a certain thing to my entire crew and then I don't apply it to the people who are helping me run it, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, you're kind of right.
That's where I'm at right now.
The thing is, the problem as well. This isn't the first time it's happening. I mean, think about the house contributions and think about all the other shit that's happened. It's not like this is like a first time thing. I mean, if anything, it's getting fucking worse, which I don't.
It's getting worse,
like,
yeah.
Like fucking Frank was handing out fucking like $6-7 grand to fucking run earlier this week. Like, you know, it's kind of irrelevant.
See, Harry,
I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
What you said is actually what actually concerns me. It's gotten worse. It hasn't gotten better, and that's what scares me.
Yeah.
Like Tony's drowning. It's out of control. The guy's accumulating debt every fucking day, and then he's got fees that got to be paid today.
He's in like a chokehold, being choked the fuck out. I mean, it's really bad.
With the house stuff on top, like that 60 fucking 0.5, that's crazy. It's almost $100,000 already that he would be he would owe to us. Mind you, if he wants to live in that house.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like that fucking. I mean, but we've kind of. I was thinking about this. Like, it's not an option whether you want to live in the house or not, really.
Yeah. Well, finally somebody realized that. Yeah, it's really not an option.
It's not an option. Like I was thinking about it. Like it's not like that.
Finally, somebody realized
the
it.
Don house we have like a set amount of people that are going to be living in it, and like it's not like you can't just be like, well, I don't want to live in it. I'm not going to pay up. Like,
so I don't. Quite frankly, I don't know what to do because I have two. I'm colliding on both ends right now. Where I'm with the Roosh on a life raft, clearing the debt. Give my fucking boy Tony, set up expectations, whatever. Give him, let him know he will be demoted if it happens again or whatever. On the other side, it's gotten so bad, and I feel like we have to practice what we preach a little bit. I'm willing to be hypocritical for my boys all the fucking time, but at the same time, it's like I also want to believe in what I'm doing. At the same time, I don't know.
I mean, look at the example we made. Look how much a Roosh paid in advance for him being absent. Right? Like we can, and still he's okay. I just don't, Tony to me just frustrates me. Like I love him to bits, but like the excuses he makes, and like I said, it's just somehow got worse. I mean, the house blow up was already like the first thing, well, one of the things, and then somehow it's got worse since then. So
Shut up, Larry.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck was supposed to do about it, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm in a hard predicament. I'm in a hard ass
Yeah.
predicament, boys. Because anybody else, I would be put on the bottom of the ocean. You would be axed. You would be out. I'd be putting in the bottom of the ocean. That's a guy I've known for nearly 10 years and nearly built everything I've ever tried building with. So for me, it's I don't know. I've never been in a situation like this.